So I just bought this 2015 6.7 liter Powerstroke, and I'm going to be running down some of the top things that you guys need to look out for and avoid when buying a new Powerstroke like this one. We're going to be going from the least important to the most important, so make sure you guys watch to the end to see the most important thing that you should look out for and avoid before buying a Powerstroke. So the first thing that I would do before you purchase a Powerstroke is going to be examining exterior damage. As you guys can see right here, my mirror is actually pretty busted up. They were actually at the dealership able to take $500 off because I noticed this, brought it up to them. They were able to do that for me. So that is a big bonus because I'll be able to use that money in order to replace this mirror sometime in the near future and film content for you guys on it. So it's a win-win for the both of us. Also, checking for any rust around the suspension area and under the truck is a good way to tell if the vehicle has been taken care of, and also what kind of terrain it was in. If it was in a more saltwater terrain, it's going to have a lot more rust. The main thing that you want to look out for is the deeper rust. Not surface rust is okay, you can get rid of that, but it's the deeper rust that is going to actually wear down your metal and break over time. The next thing I would look out for is the year of the Powerstroke that you were going to buy. This is actually a 2015 Powerstroke 6.7. There's also the 6.0 Powerstroke, the 6.4 Powerstroke, and the 7.3 Powerstroke. If you're looking for a reliability and a safer option, the 7.3 Powerstroke is a great option if you're looking for something safe and reliable. However, you're going to be lacking on horsepower and towing capabilities if you do go with the 7.3 Powerstroke versus the 6.7 Powerstroke. However, the 7.3 Powerstroke is a lot cheaper than the 6.7 Powerstroke, but it doesn't have all the bells and whistles that this truck has. The next one is the 6.0 Powerstroke. These can be pretty reliable if they are bulletproofed. If not bulletproof, they have a ton of problems such as the EGR going bad and much more. So I would stay away from these if they're not bulletproofed, but if they are, then they're a great find, great buy, and they're pretty relatively cheap. If you're looking for a little bit more power than the 7.3 and also the reliability aspect of the 7.3, the 6.0 Powerstroke, great truck to go with if you're looking for both of those. The next one is the 6.4 Powerstroke. I would stay away from this, guys, just because I've heard a ton of bad things about the 6.4 Powerstroke, and also I've seen it firsthand. Every single 6.4 Powerstroke I have filmed has either been some sort of knocking tick or problem with it. So I would just honestly stay away from the 6.4 Powerstroke in general. Now, coming on to the 6.7 Powerstroke, this is a 2015. So if you guys are looking for a reliable year, 2015 and up is going to be your best bet. 2014 and lower, so between 2011 and 2014, those tend to have pretty bad turbo issues and EGR issues. If you are going to go with the 2011 to 2014, make sure they have it bulletproofed. Those are the couple things I would look out for if you're going to go from 2011 to 2014. I've just heard so many issues with those turbos and the CP4 kits on those. Checking your fluids, guys. So every single time I investigate a truck, I make sure to check the transmission fluid and the oil and all the other fluids that are involved with the 6.7 Powerstroke and all the Powerstrokes in general that I like to check before I even consider purchasing the truck. This one I checked all the fluids, and also a great way that you can make sure that your vehicle is up to date and caught up on its service is by looking at the Carfax on it. That'll tell you pretty much everything that you need to know about your truck before you actually purchase it. This one was great. Everything was already changed and the Carfax was up to date. Oil was changed and there wasn't hardly any issues with it. The fresher the oil is, the better the engine is and the injectors are and everything like that. So the next one, actually pretty important one, guys, is going to be the owners and the amount of accidents and the status of the title your truck is under. So if you got a clean title, that is the best bet. But if you got a salvage or a rebuilt title, insurance companies won't insure you, and also it'll be a lot harder to get a loan from a bank if it's salvaged or rebuilt. You can't even sell salvage titles, so it'd be more or less for a rebuilt title. Onto the number of accidents. If you guys have more than one accident, you guys are going to be able to reflect that on the exterior of the truck. You're going to have a lot more dents and dings. It's going to look a lot shittier on the outside of your truck if you have a ton of accidents and a ton of owners as well. That's the next thing, is the owners. If you have more than 2 owners, that obviously shows that there's more people that drove this truck, giving it more of a chance that it was mistreated. So that's why I like to stick under at least 2 owners. I wouldn't go over 2 owners just because after that you kind of run the risk of finding somebody who didn't treat the truck right before. Luckily, this one only has 1 owner and it was treated great, so I don't have any really issues with this truck. Next one is one of my favorites, guys, and this is the one that I mainly looked out for when I was buying this new Powerstroke. When I was on the hunt for it, I spent literally 2 weeks, guys, on Car Gurus finding these trucks. A lot of you guys asked where I found this truck. I just looked up online a lot of places around my area that were selling the dealerships, and I was just on it all the time, and I was looking for anything under 200,000 miles. So that was where I was looking at. A lot of you guys think I just woke up and found this truck. No, I actually put in a lot of work trying to find a better, great deal for this truck, and that's why I'm trying to share with you guys through this video. I ended up getting a really good deal on this. It was $29,500 for this truck, and it has 184,000 miles, which is under that 200,000 mile goal I was looking for, and it's 2015 and up, so it's practically bulletproofed. I would stay away from anything over 200,000 miles, but if you are going to go over that, just because once you get over that 200,000 mile threshold, the price tends to drop by like almost half what I saw when I was doing the price hunt. Anything under 200,000 miles, if it was a 6.7 King Ranch 2015 like this, some of them were going for like $40,000 for 122,000 miles. But once I got over that 200,000 mile threshold, it would go all the way down to like 24,000. So if it isn't in your budget to get anything lower than 200,000 miles, I would suggest that you find a truck that's been well taken care of, has low owners, and also if you can, find one with a CP4 disaster kit on it, because after that 200,000 miles, that's when that tends to go out. The next one, guys, is the warranty. Does the dealership offer a warranty? Luckily, mine came with a warranty. The dealership did offer a warranty, which was a great thing. I have a 2-month or 2,000 mile warranty on it. If anything goes wrong, it's covered under the warranty. With a lot of dealerships that had a lot of higher miles on their trucks, they didn't offer a warranty, and I'm just assuming that because the truck is so high miles and it's such more of a liability for the dealership, because something is bound to break if it has higher miles. Kind of the reason I would look out for a warranty, because if they are offering a warranty, then they are standing behind their vehicle, putting a lot of trust into that vehicle, so it is less likely for your vehicle to possibly break, because they're going to put a lot more time into the maintenance of the vehicle and fixing it up. Next one, guys, and this one's pretty self-explanatory and it should be pretty much already taken care of, is there isn't any check engine lights or any lights on your dash. You don't want your dash looking like a Christmas tree, guys. That's what I'm trying to say, is a lot of dealerships will also take care of the lights on their dash, and if they don't, stay far away from that truck. If it has any check engine lights, any lights in general on the dash, stay away from it, just because you don't know what's going on inside. Ford is usually pretty good at warning you when something's going to go wrong, so if there's any lights on the dash, it's going to be pretty certain that something is going to go wrong in the near future. The next one, and this is the most important one that I would suggest that you guys look out for when you are buying a new Powerstroke, and the one that I see a lot of people make mistake on, is the truck tuned and deleted. And if it is, stay far away from it, guys. I've toured a bunch of truck that were tuned and deleted, and you can just tell that the power is there and there's a bunch more power and everything runs a lot smoother. But guys, there's a lot more wear and tear on these deleted trucks, because what happens when you delete a truck, you want to get on that gas pedal and you want to hear that turbo sing and everything like that. So if it is tuned and deleted, more than likely the owner was getting on it super hard, and in turn it's going to be messing up your engine in the long run. It's kind of like if you're idling at 400 RPM versus idling at 800 RPM. Obviously the one idling at 800 RPM is going to wear faster than the one idling at 400 RPM. So that is why I would stay away from anything tuned and deleted, hauling ass a lot more than the one person who isn't hauling ass and isn't deleted and tuned and all that extra bullshit on there. One last thing I do want to include also, and this goes for before you buy a Powerstroke and after you buy a Powerstroke, it is going to be a kill switch. It doesn't really matter what you do to your truck. Let's say you put a $2,000 delete kit on it, a $3,000 leveling kit, all this extra bullshit on there, and then the truck gets stolen. So there's no really reason to put all this extra BS on there if your truck's gonna get stolen anyways. And fun fact, guys, I didn't know this before, but insurance doesn't cover modifications. So if you put 20 grand in modifications into your truck, insurance won't cover it if it gets stolen. I had to learn that the hard way. Putting a honking kill switch on your truck will ensure that not only you might be able to catch the thief, but your truck will never get stolen. Saying, oh, what's so special about your kill switch? One, it honks, and two, this is my dad's design from the ground up for 3+ years. He's been working on this design. I'm sure you guys can go and buy a bunch of wiring kits and do it all yourself, find out a bunch of how-to videos, but that's going to take you, what, 4 or 5 hours? With this kit, it's pre-wired, everything's pre-put together, it's perfectly matched for your truck and your design, and there's an exact how-to video on how to install it, and everything's pre-wired, which is a bonus, so you don't have to heat shrink anything. It's an 8-step instruction manual, so it's very easy install. So those are the bonuses of getting my kill switch, is you're going to have a very easy install. This kill switch has been a long time coming for my dad, and he's a 40-year-old auto mechanic, and really would appreciate it if you guys purchase his design in the description down below. Thank you guys for watching this Powerstroke video. Make sure you guys watch more up here or down there, and peace out, guys.